Hi everyone, and welcome to the best damn poll in the land, Hardwired, for week number 5. I'm the Greek.
And I'm John Pentagon.
And we are the best damn poll in the land. You can check out our website at www.thebestdamnpoll.com. We want to give a shout out to the Dan Dockett Show on 1070 AM Indianapolis for having us on. We appreciate that a lot, Coach. Great show.
Thanks, Coach.
Also, if you guys want to join the website and have your voice heard, all you have to do is go to the website and join. Membership is free, and you can have your voice be heard because you're a fan and you deserve it. We're going to jump right into our top 10. If you want to see the rest of our poll, again, go to our website at www.thebestdamnpoll.com. So, starting off at number 10, Utah at 4-0. They were off last week. This week they face Iowa State.
That's right. And at number 9, we have Arizona. They're 4-0. They were off last week, and this week they play at home against Oregon State.
Number 8, Auburn at 5-0. They absolutely slaughtered Louisiana Monroe 52-3. This week they play at Lexington to face the Wildcats of Kentucky.
At number 7, we have Oklahoma, winners of the Red River rivalry. They beat Texas 28-20, and they are on a bye week this week.
Number 6, Nebraska. Nebraska coming in at 4-0. They were off last week. This week they face Kansas State this Thursday night. Matchup of undefeated Big 12 teams.
At number 5, TCU. Again, another undefeated team at 4-0. They played Colorado State. They beat them 27-0. This week they're at home against Wyoming.
Slipping a spot is number 4, Boise State, being penalized a little bit for winning. They did beat a pretty bad New Mexico State team, 59-0. This week they're home for Toledo.
The Rockets.
Yes.
Red Rockets.
Red Rockets. Red Rockets.
At number 3, it's the Ohio State University at 5-0, coming off a 24-13 win over conference rival Illinois. It was for the Illibuk Trophy. Illibuk stays in Columbus yet again, and Ohio State is at home against Indiana this week. Should be a good game.
Number 2, Oregon, our number 2 team, jumping up a couple spots. They're 5-0, impressive win over Stanford, 52-31, coming back from 18 points down to win by 21. Pretty impressive. This week they play at Washington State.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. At number 1, we have Alabama coming off a big win against Florida. I know. I was there. I watched the game with them. It's a good game for Alabama. It was a great game. For Florida, it was not. Florida's offense was kind of non-existent. Steve Adazio.
Fucking Adazio.
Alabama wins 31-6, and this week they play
at the old ball coach's house,
South Carolina. That's one of our game previews.
We'd like to do our offensive and defensive players of the week. They are selected by you, the fans. And this week's offensive player of the week, once again, third time, Denard Robinson.
Shoelace.
Undeniable. 10 of 16 passing, 277 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns. And he got it done on the ground too. 19 carries, 217 yards, and 2 more scores.
Is unbelievably disgusting.
He is literally running away with the Heisman.
You know, he's actually almost at 1,000 right now. He's got 1,000 yards passing, and he's got like 940 yards rushing, which is just unbelievable. It's reminiscent of, not at the same position, but reminiscent of what Barry Sanders did when Barry Sanders played in college. He's just a freak. Nobody can stop him right now.
Yeah, stop him.
Defensive player of the week is J-Ron Hosley from Virginia Tech. 6 tackles, 4 pass breakups, and 3 interceptions against North Carolina State.
He victimized Russell Wilson. Frank Beamer couldn't get it through his head that this guy's shutting me down. Stop passing toward him.
Don't throw to that side.
He's talking about 7 passes that he disrupted.
Yeah.
3 of them he picked off, ending big drives by North Carolina State. So congratulations to Denard Robinson and J-Ron Hosley for their achievements being selected by the fans. This brings us to what we call the best damn player of the year. We do a running ballot, the top 5 at the end of the season, make it to our Heisman ballot. The best damn player of the year, current top 5 is, number 5 is Colin Kaepernick from Nevada.
Number 4 is Andrew Luck from Stanford. I'm a tree.
Number 3, Terrell Pryor from the Ohio State University.
Number 2, Kellen Moore from Boise State. Had a big week against
New Mexico State. The Aggies. And number one, no surprise here, Denard Robinson from Michigan. Again, having a spectacular year, and look for big things to come from this guy.
Yeah, if he doesn't win it, it's going to be because he got hurt. That's the
I
only
thought it
way.
would be because it's Rich Rodriguez as head coach.
No, it's those ugly ass wing helmets.
It might be. For
Poster of the week. Something we like to do to acknowledge our great posters on this website. This week's poster of the week is Chris Hokie. Chris is a Virginia Tech fan. It's one really good poster that we've had there. You said he's been around.
Been around
pretty
since
much
almost the beginning of the site.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to become poster of the week and be announced here on our show, all you have to do is go to www.thebestdamnpoll.com and join up and start posting in our forums. They're great places to talk to people, talk college football. It's not just all about college football. It's about everything. So come and join.
Great community. Gotta be a member. Time for the shocker. The shocker of the week this week is LSU 16, Tennessee 14. And it's not so much that LSU won, because pretty much everybody thought they would. It's just the fashion of how they won.
Yeah.
And how they keep winning with Les Miles as head coach.
Great play calling. Great clock management, I might add, too. Letting the clock run down, sending a couple people in to substitute. All in the while, Tennessee decides to make a substitution too.
What was he sending in the plays with? Smoke signals?
I guess.
That was pretty terrible. And I don't want to say Derek Dooley's over his head at Tennessee, but man.
And the 7-3-3 defense is the thing of the future.
It's a rage. It's all the rage, huh?
Yeah, well, you figure it's your senior's last game against LSU. Might as well play them all.
But yeah, actually, it was just shocking. We know a couple of our friends, Bill for Bowles and Big Bowl Daddy, pretty tore up losing that game that way.
Yeah, it was rough.
That's all right. Don't worry. You guys play Georgia this weekend. Should make it all better. You won't need 13 on the field. Hell, you might not even need 11.
You'll win it with 8.
Got a new segment we call Ask JP and the Greek. Our wonderful community members submit questions, and we pick one every week. And the first one, our winner of this is Husky on Speed. He is not a meth head.
I know. I got excited for a second.
I know it's on the West Coast. I know they do a lot of glass out there. He's not on speed, guys. It's just his moniker. He asks, JP and TG, you've been named co-dictators of college football. What's the first thing each of you would change? Well, I would say the USC Song Girls being naked for the entire game.
I would build a Febreze plant in the state of Michigan and set it up so that it Febrezed the entire state and got rid of the smell of hot dog water.
But seriously, a serious answer to that question is I would do away with the BCS, I would do away with the coaches poll, and I would do away with the AP poll, and the fans would select who plays in what bowl games, and they would determine who the national champion was.
I agree with that, and I'd also do away with winged helmets because they're really ugly.
And spears on helmets. Don't like those.
No, we don't.
All right, we want to get to our game previews. Got a lot of good games this week, and we're going to take the best four we think are the best four anyway. We're going to go number 1, Alabama, at number 20, South Carolina. What do you think?
I think Alabama's going to roll. I'm really interested to see what Steve Spurrier does in this game. Is he going to stick with Garcia the whole game? I remember when they played Auburn, he pulled Garcia out when he was playing poorly and stuck the freshman in, and he just threw interceptions. So I'd like to see Spurrier stick with a quarterback for 4 quarters and let the kid either win or lose.
Now, the only way that's going to happen is if Danny Werfel finds some more eligibility and goes to South Carolina, because Spurrier is not patient with his quarterbacks, and that's been a knock on him. I'm telling you what, Alabama, every time they show a little bit of weakness or something, the very next game they just come out and just absolutely shellac someone. They hammered us. They hammered Florida pretty good. I honestly don't think South Carolina stands a chance in this game. It might be close for the first half. Billy Bryce Stadium is a great place to play. It's a great college atmosphere. Alabama is a great college football team.
Oh, yeah.
31-10 Alabama.
Yeah, I can go with that. Definitely. Next up is Michigan State at Michigan. This is a battle between number 16 and what's Michigan?
Number 18.
Number 18. Oh, who cares? Anyway, Denard Robinson is on show here. It's his showcase. He's going to be playing a team with a real defense for a change. Michigan State has Kirk Cousins. They got Who's that guy that they have at Michigan State that's really good? I don't know. Robinson? What's his name?
Denard Robinson? He might have won a couple things.
He might have. He might have just won a couple things.
He might be a decent offensive player.
He might be. But Michigan State's defense is very good. It'll be the best defense that the Wolverines, whatever you call them, will be facing this year.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what, here's why Michigan loses this game. 2 words. Greg Robinson. They're terrible on defense. Greg Robinson, I don't even know how he's employed. You could get him, Ron Zook, Mike Loxley, and Les Miles, and put together a team, and we could put together a team from the website and beat them.
I bet you if we put that team together, or if we put Steve Adazio together with him, and they had a team, and they coached against Ron English would actually get a win. He'd get his first win.
Well, those are big words.
Those are big words. I think it.
We shouldn't use Ron English and win in the same sentence.
No, you shouldn't. 0-17.
0-17. All right. We got Southern California, known as USC West.
Right.
At number 17, Stanford.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Seriously, this game has become a big rivalry.
Yes, it
There's
has.
a lot of hate flowing between both schools.
Definitely.
Harbaugh really just does not like USC.
No, he doesn't.
And with Lane Kiffin there, he's going to have even more reasons not to like him.
Oh, I agree.
I think this one is ugly. I really do. I think
Stanford
comes out and runs it up.
I think Harbaugh is going to work with his defense, and he's definitely going to go over the film and how Oregon was able to come back, and he's going to try to fix the problems this week, and he's not going to let Southern California do what Oregon did to them.
No, the problem with Southern Cal is Monty Kiffin's running the Tampa 2 defense, which was solved like 13 years ago, I think.
That's very true.
It just doesn't translate well to the college game, and they don't have the linebackers at USC.
Not like they had a couple years ago. Not like they had a couple years ago.
And that's going to be a glaring problem, and I think Stanford's really going to exploit that. Andrew Luck's going to have a big day.
I agree.
Now it's all about the hate. One of the biggest rivalries in the Sunshine State. Number 23, Florida State, at number 12, Miami. The home team has not won this game since 2005.
Really?
They have not won
Is
this
that
game.
including the wide right 1 and 2? And
well, that was way before then.
Before that, okay.
Yeah, but since
thought
2000,
I'd bring it up.
Yeah, cause a little pain. Sorry, Tex Noel, FSU Tampa guy.
Sorry.
Yeah, honestly, this game is really a toss-up. Everybody is really high on Miami since they beat Clemson.
They looked really good.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Florida State wins this game. Florida State wins this game by 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Ja'Cory Harris is a liability. He will be a liability facing a rival. You throw the records out the window. You throw the way they've been playing out the window. Right. I like Florida State. The receivers are terrible, but the running game is sound. Christian Ponder's a smart quarterback. And, you know, I got to give some credit to Jimbo Fisher here. He's got them believing in themselves.
Now, let me stop you. I like Ja'Cory Harris. And the reason I like Ja'Cory Harris is because he threw 4 interceptions to my Ohio State Buckeyes and allowed them to win the game. Ja'Cory Harris is the man. I'm just kidding. Florida State should win this game by at least 1 score. I think it's going to be close. I think they're going to win by a touchdown. But it's going to be a really good game. It's going to be a great rivalry. It's always been a great rivalry. And what do they play for again? Some trophy.
Youth tampon?
The youth tampon?
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
They play for something really insignificant.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Well, we'd like to thank you all for joining us this week. We're going to be back again next week, same time. And like I said, check us out, www.thebestdamnpoll.com. Join today. Membership is free. Let your voice be heard. Till next week, I'm the Greek.
And I'm John Pentagon.
We'll see you on the boards.